Hey, hi, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites, and hopefully add some awesome games to your backlog. That's what we try to do mostly every time. And, I'm going to tell you what, in my opinion, I think we succeed at that pretty much every time. So, you can't see it right now, but I'm giving myself a pat on the back. Hey, thanks for being here with us. If you enjoy roguelikes and roguelites, you're in the right place. That's what we play here on the channel. And we're back with a good one again. I played a little bit of this the other day, and they just rolled out an update. This is Scarlet Tower. This is a bullet heaven game, or if you prefer, it's an ass game, an auto shooter survival game. I didn't come up with that term. I heard it. I heard it out there on the interwebs. I cannot take credit for that game. But we're going to try to have a good run here. The updates have helped immensely. So cheers to the developer. Some of the difficulty level was knocked down a little bit from adjusting the damage that the enemies do. Enemies drop a little bit more coins, so I've been able to pump a bunch of points into the meta progression. We'll show that off again and dip into where I've been able to get to and what I've been able to open up. And like I say, we'll try to have a good couple of runs here. We're going to get into some exciting developments in the goat household. I think they're very exciting. I consider myself a winner at life with what's going on. So we'll talk a little bit about that. We'll probably get into some food and coffee talk like usual. So, we'll have some fun today. It's Saturday. Probably not Saturday when you're watching this, but it's Saturday, and this is just a great time to chill. So that's what we're going to do. But first, some business about the business. If you're new here, thanks so much for being here. If you're not new here, really appreciate you. We have what I would argue to be the best community on YouTube. And added bonus, we all enjoy rogues. That's a win, right? But if you are new here, we'd love to have you hang out more often and earn the right to your subscription so that we can see you more often. How about that? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So click that subscribe link, do the thing. I'm told that there's something that will pop up reminders of when we're going live, which, speaking of, we now have a new approach to live streaming. It happens on Wednesdays around 11 a.m. Eastern, as long as my schedule supports it, but I think most time it will. And we've stolen this from Bill O'Reilly, who, if you weren't aware, he's a jerk, but we're stealing this from him. We're doing it live. We're doing it live Wednesdays. So you can see that out there as well. And I don't know, there's some kind of notification bell that you can hit with a hammer. Although I should point out the goat does not take responsibility for any damage if you do actually swing a hammer at your computer monitor or your phone. So just know that going into this. But I'm told that, that will provide you some kind of a notification in addition to probably the 27 other notifications that are on your phone at the time, if your phone is anything like mine. So, all that said, a lot of business about the business today. Man, I did a business. Let's increase the attack speed. I think for our man Thor here, it makes sense to get those hammers swinging back a little bit faster. And I love that they hit the enemies on their way back. So as you are probably aware, especially if you're here and you enjoy these types of games, Vampire Survivors has hit console, and it has hit my household in the best way. Lots of proud moments. My eldest daughter has been talking about how she's been excited for this to happen for several days, because I told her it was coming when I found out about it. And so she jumped on it immediately, and usually, we'll play a game or two here and there before we've got to walk to school. But lately, that has been dominated by Fortnite, which is fine. I mean, I enjoy watching her play Fortnite. She's quite good at Fortnite, so gives me something to look at for a little bit while I'm having my first cup for the day, right? Video games and a cup. I mean, that's just the way to go. So now, rather than Fortnite, we have Vampire Survivors going. And now officially we have Coffee and Rogues being played by somebody else in the household. Huge win, right? So the other night, my wife comes home, and I said, hey, you know what? I just want you to try something. And, she's got some experience with roguelikes because she is addicted to Slay the Spire, thanks to me, of course. Of course, right? And so I said, hey, you know what? I just want you to try something real quick. Super simple game, and I think you're going to like it. All you have to do is stay away from the enemies and grab the gems. That's it. Right? Because you want to keep it simple. You don't want to say, and actually there's these 27 other things, and you want to do this and do this and do this. Like, let's just ease on into it. And folks, 5 minutes in, I had created another addict. I could tell right away. One of the things that she pointed out, increases duration by 50%, adds +2 projectiles. Oh, wow. I think this is one of my first times fully upgrading the Bible, and it's quite good. One of the first things she said is that the game has a Zen quality to it because there's not much else you can think about. You've got to pay attention to what's happening on the screen, and it takes your focus, and it's got a peacefulness to it. And I 100% agree with that. Now, I think, some of you are saying, my God, how can that be true? You've got so much, you've got stuff chasing you. You've got to avoid stuff. It's true, but I think, you get to the point where your fingers just kind of know what to do, and it's WASD. It's the left stick of the controller. It's not much else, and then it's making choices here and there. So for me, these games are super relaxing. I mean, even right now, I'm grabbing a sip of coffee here. Cheers to you, by the way. Thanks for being here. Hope you've got something good in your cup. So I knew right then and there that I had both of them. Hardcore addicted to the game. And now, Saturday morning, I am happy to report that even as I am up in the office playing some Scarlet Tower. Vampire Survivors is being played right now on the main level. And that makes me feel like a winner. It's very cool. Now, I think a chest dropped. I was going to say, I think a chest dropped. I heard the sound. And there it is. Let's see how we do here. Adds 4 projectiles. Wow. Oh, cool. Increases damage by 30. Greed. Okay. Hey, we're having a good run here. We're already at 1,400 coins. My goodness. If we can take that guy out, we'll be looking at another chest, which will be great. So that's super exciting. You know, and I'm sure some of you with your own kids have had moments like this where you turn them onto a game that you like and they're really into it. We've got a fully upgraded Frost Staff. That's exciting. Wow, we are just kicking some behind right now. Very excited. Okay. Now, I remember talking to my same daughter that's into Vampire Survivors right now about Elden Ring and the concept of Souls-like games, you know, months before Elden Ring was going to come out. And I said, you know what? I think we should play the game together. You know, I think you would like it. I think it's going to be hard. You're going to have to, you know, dedicate yourself to that game because it takes a good minute, you know, to really understand the patterns and the timing of it all. But I said, you know, I think you could do it. I think you could be quite good at it. And, yeah, we ended up playing that whole game together. It's just cool to have some shared hobbies happening in the household. And, you know, I'd love to hear about your wins, whether it's, you know, video games or not. Let us know about your shared hobbies if you feel like doing so in the comments with your kids or family members or friends. You know, we talk about my Magic the Gathering obsession every once in a while, and yeah, that brings a buddy of mine and I together on a bi-weekly basis. You know, these are the ties that bind, right? Okay, we are really beating some ass. Now, I don't know that I pointed this out as well in the first play of the game. There is a day and night cycle happening in this game. If you look at the top right, you'll see that we've got that day and night. And at nighttime, you've got a different enemy type that comes out to terrorize us. But what you also have happening is a different type of currency dropping. Ooh, let's increase the damage of the hammers. Why don't we? Sounds great. I don't know yet if you can multiply the number of hammers that are firing out. I don't know if that's a possible upgrade in the future. But the first time I played as this guy after opening him up, it was a hope that I had for sure. Wow, the coins are just racking up. Okay, so we've got werewolves happening, and we've got glow bugs happening, and if you see those purple gems that are now dropping, ooh, that was probably a chest that just dropped somewhere. Which, Dev, if you're watching, if by chance you're watching, I think we need an arrow on the screen pointing out chests. Let's go with that. Hey, I see it. I see it. So we do have the flash that appears. Okay, the Cunning Ring. 3% critical chance. And 117 gold. I'll take it. So what we want to do now is try and grab as many of these purple pieces as we can, because they help upgrade our skill tree in different ways as well when it comes to the meta progression piece to this game. I'm actually just going to run right through that. We are not going to stick around being stuck in that circle. And we're going to come back up and see what we can see as far as these drops that are happening. Do we go attack speed? Ooh, that might be nice. Let's do that. So fully upgrade the flame wand. There's some food. Let's grab that. It's getting harder and harder to dodge these guys, if I'm being honest. All right, I see a meal on the ground. Oh, two meals. Beautiful. 3 meals. Oh, we're eating good. Bunch of hits, though. Okay, wow. Didn't expect another random chest. That's fantastic. Growth shield, increased max HP, another 3% crit, and attack speed. Okay, wonderful. Let's activate that. And we'll get the hell on out of there. Ooh, wow. Wow. Okay, let's go damage dealt. Boy, that was just an extreme shot in the arm. We'll go projectile for the knives. Now, I know what you're thinking, Goat. Is there some kind of boss that's going to appear here? Well, right you are, if we can get that far. We'll have to see. Okay. No purple left behind. Okay, I think we'll try to head back up here if we can. Let's go with that. Get some piercing. Boy, where did all the drops go? Let's maybe head this way. I know we ended up grabbing a lot of them when we got that magnesis drop. Okay, there he is, the old, I don't know, slime flinger, the puker. I think he might actually be called the puker. All right, well, it is getting harder. That's what she said. Sorry. Sorry. You know what, Maddie KO, one of our community members, he told me, hey, look, if there is an opportunity for that's what she said, you do it every time. Every time. So, you know, he told me that I had to, and if I didn't, he said he was gonna take away his subscription. I can't have that, you know? So I have to deliver the goods for everybody. Okay, this was a great run. 3,000 gold. That's the most I've ever gotten in a run. So that's amazing. A lot of dark gems as well. So let's take a look at this meta progression a little bit here. This talent tree goes across to all the characters that you can play as. So we've got chance to apply burn. We've got more damage happening. And we've got additional damage to enemies that are already low on health. You know me, I'm going to go offensive. So let's open this up and see what the options are here. Increases plus 2% damage for % life lost. Okay. Start the game with plus 10% damage, but with minus 5% max HP. I don't love that. Enemies that die while frozen or burning have a 3% chance to spread the effect in an area. Sold. Okay, so let's upgrade it once because the cost is only 100. And let's take a look at these power-ups over here. At this point, I mean, with this much gold, which, like I say, is the most I've ever brought home, I think it's worth upgrading these to the max. So plus 50% on crits. Let's increase gathering range all the way. And I say we upgrade and max out the regen as well. Okay, let's go back. Let's have another run here. And this time, let's try Leah. Now, if you're curious, hey, Goat, how did you open up these characters? Some of them you just open up by playing and earning enough of the different types of resources that are out there. Some of them were based on killing a certain number of creatures at night. The one that I'm playing as right now was interesting. Leah, you actually have to find during nighttime, and she was just out there, and you walk over her and she disappears, and then she's a selectable character. Now again, this is in early access, so that could change, but today at least, that's how you get Leah. And she's got the power of the moon here, and we've got a nice AoE that happens. So the Thunder Staff should be a nice accompaniment to that. We've just got damage raining down from the sky. It's quite lovely. Now let's have a bunch of crits happening this game. Wouldn't mind upgrading that direction. Wonderful. It does seem like it fires off pretty quickly, which is appreciated as well. Let's go Fireball every 6. When I first started playing this, it was definitely one of the harder Bullet Heaven games, I thought. And my runs were, going about 3.5 to 4 minutes, if I'm being honest. And now that I've opened up, a lot more of the beneficial meta progression traits, the runs are a lot juicier. Okay, let's go with the cooldown reduction. But I really do applaud the dev for making the recent changes that they did, because it made a world of difference. And I even suspect that some of the upgrades may not have been working as accurately as they claimed to be. And it seems like that is now a lot better as well. So really good stuff all around. Ooh. Okay, let's go cool down on the staff. I do think that I'm going to have to do a top 10 video for 2022 for Bullet Heaven games. I'm already kind of thinking about what that list will look like. That would be fun to put together. I don't do a lot of list videos anymore. I used to do a monthly roguelike roundup series where I'd talk about the different rogues that were releasing that month. And I just kind of got away from that. You know, now I just try to play them and show them off if I think they're good. Try to give the attention to the ones that I think are worth your time. You know, save you some time. Because, let's be honest, I mean, you open up Steam on any day, there are just a ton of games coming out every day. You know, and sifting through it is hard. So the goat tries to curate in that way. It's just one of the services we offer here. Okay. Let's go cooldown reduction. Again. You know what I will say too is that I don't feel like we get the opportunity to upgrade the primary weapon very often. That seems like much more of a rare instance when that pops up in this game. And maybe that does have a very specific reason behind it. I'm sure it does. You know, maybe these weapons would become overpowered very quickly if given the chance to do so. Ooh. Okay, 3% reduction. I think we do that again. Why not? Let's have stuff firing off that much faster. Still got a bag of pumpkin seeds that I've been munching on here and there. You know, I think they're a good snack to keep in the pantry. You know, that way when you're having one of those, I need some salt fixes. They're a nice little snack. But you know what I really like doing? I pop them in the air fryer at 400 for, you know, 6-7 minutes. You brown them up a little bit. I actually think it gives them kind of a bacony taste, you know. Maybe that's more coming from the salt, but to my palate, I kind of taste a bacony quality, which, you know, we don't have to talk about why that's a win. Everybody, that's a universally understood win, right? That's like a Midas touch of some kind, right? If you can make something taste like bacon, you might as well be Lord Midas himself. It's gold, Jerry. All right, so if we can take down this little happy ass over here, I think that's where he is. He's going to drop a chest for us. Yeah, there he is. That's him. Okay. Wonderful. Boy, I'm torn. I guess we'll put the Bible out there. That went well last time. Okay, so we've got about a quarter of his health down. We're sitting at level 26. like to see that be a little bit higher. Let's go with the Holy Bible. Now the green numbers popping up is our life coming back. One of the upgrades that I have, it gives us health back when we light dudes on fire. That's actually something in the talent tree right there. Damage dealt by burn heals you by 2% of that damage, plus 2% per rank. You know, it's only 100 now that I think of it. Before we do that, is there anything that costs 1,000? Okay, so let's put a point into that. Okay, and then let's go over here, and we've got 966. You know what? We'll go with the critical chance. Okay. So we've got one more new character to try. That is Allure. And if you missed the first video of the game where I played as Velat and Nin, I might have played as Lance as well. I can't remember. You can find that in the Scarlet Tower playlist. And I will include the link to that video at the end of this video in case you missed it. We've got kind of a wide, lengthy attack on this character. Great opportunity for another sip there. I'll take it. I am drinking the last of a roast that I got when I visited Utah recently from a cafe called Cafe Merc, which sits kind of right in a neighborhood. Grants plus 3% cooldown reduction. You know, let's go with Gathering Range. Just extend that a little bit more. Make it a little bit easier to get stronger right away. We'll do it again. This cup has notes of caramel and coconut, and it's very good. It's a Hawaiian blend. Let's do luck. Maybe govern some additional treasure chest drops for us. Oh, here we go. See, they really don't show up that often. But these have been some good runs. This is a really enjoyable game to play. I'll admit that yesterday I found some additional time throughout the day, and I probably played a good 3 hours of the game. Hence the meta progression that you were able to see. I'm looking forward to the rest of the updates that are going to happen, because there's already been a very positive change made here in this one of the first updates that I've witnessed. We'll go with Power Gauntlet. Speaking of updates, Tiny Rose, that's another game that I played quite a bit of. A dungeon crawler, bullet hell roguelite. I follow the dev on Twitter, and they are making some interesting changes to that game's meta progression and some of the traits as well. So you love seeing it. Controller support, I believe, is fully implemented now into Tiny Rogues. So if you were on the fence to getting that one, and I know controller support is really important to some of the folks out there. Silver Tongue Devil, definitely thinking of you right now. Tiny Rogues, controller support. Some nice updates in early access. Okay, let's go with that. Really like the wide arc of this primary. We're doing some big damage numbers too. That's very beefy. Okay. So I told you we were going to get into some food talk, and then we got going in the runs, and I was thinking, well, wait, what food talk do I have? But, you know, it's coming to me as we go, which is usually what happens. We're going to be going over to my folks today because my dad wants us to be part of a, I'm going to call it a test and learn group. You know, let's go with the Frost Scythe. He's going to smoke a turkey, and we're going to eat it and tell him if it's any good. I already know it's going to be good. But he gets nervous +1 and nervous +2 if he's, you know, doing something for a big group. So us coming over and being part of this test group will probably keep the nervousness at bay when it's the real deal Holyfield. We'll go ahead with that damage increase. That's a nice step up, +38. Wow. Thankfully, I've never seen him with the +38 nervousness. That would be a problem for most of us, you know. +38 nervousness, probably it's probably like if you went out and you drank like 10 espressos, right? That's probably be accurate representation of +38 nervousness. That's fair, right? Don't test that out to see if that's a fair representation. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Okay. Boy, increases damage by +20. You know what? Let's just max this out. Let's just do it. We'll be grabbing from everywhere. You know what I need to look? Is that boss out there? Oh, I guess he's not. Boss isn't out there yet, or mini boss, as we would know from those little green AOE circles that he tries to snatch us with. In addition to the top 10 video, I am thinking about another type of list video that I might do. You know, of course, I say might, because there's a chance I might just play games and not do these videos. But there are a ton of games that I'm already looking forward to. Oh, look at this. Increases penetration by +5. Ooh, man. Wouldn't want to be on that ride. Okay. There's already a ton of games that I'm looking forward to in 2023, and you know, it might be interesting to put together a most anticipated Rogue video as well. So if these are things that you might be interested in, let me know in the comments. It might help motivate me to do it, and you know, then again, in all honesty, it might not. I might read your comments. You might say, "Oh, Goat, you know, gosh, that would be great," and I might say, "Well, that was very kind of that person, but I'm not going to do it." So you know, hey, we've got to be honest. We've got to be honest. It's all we have, right? Okay. Speaking of all we have, I don't know if all we have here is going to be enough to take this jerk down. We're going to try. Let's go with damage dealt across the board. I mean, the 140, that's really nice. That's certainly going to help. Just don't know if we've got enough power to do it. We're looking good overall. You guys are probably like, Goat, he's down to a quarter. What are you talking about, Goat? Got some confidence in you. I know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Sometimes I'm a realist to a fault. I think we all do that to ourselves sometimes. Oh, we're close. We are close. But he's just hanging on by a thread, isn't he? Just to be a dick. Yeah, I said it. Because now we're hanging on by a thread. Okay. I'm going to try and get a little bit closer to him. Damn. Okay, there we go. I was like, I think that's going to do it. Oh, they really hid that chest pretty good. Increases luck by 6. Okay. 117 from the chest. Not bad. We'll do a damage increase across the board. Do I have a favorite character in this game? Yes, it's usually the one I'm playing as currently. I find positive qualities in all the characters. Now, I do think that it's Leah. I've got to play as her a few more times. The one that has the Power of the Moon capability. A couple runs I've had with her have not gone as well. But I do think that the dev is going to be adding some specific traits to the screen where you pick your character. And that could make Leah a more attractive choice. All right, well, we really pulled through. I wasn't sure if this run was going to keep going. But I'm pleasantly surprised that it is. Okay. Lots of coins happening. These are things I love to see. We'll keep going this way. I think this sounds good. I also think that sounds good. We'll go with this. You know, we've got all the meta progression happening with the crit chance stuff, so I would imagine the crits are firing off pretty constantly as it is, without much help. But if it pops again and ends up being the best choice, so we'll go with that next time. I think we might have to jump through these. Yep. Oh, of course, right as it disappears, right? All right, let's grab. Wow. Increases damage by 20... or cooldown reduction. Let's do that. All right, we're just about to hit 2,000 coins again. It's fantastic. So I could play these games all day. I find them just so zen. We watch a little bit of the Try Guys here and there, and I know drama recently. If you're a Try Guys fan, oh my God, drama! But not that. We've been fans for a while, and yeah, that dude's a total douchebag. Bummer. But anyway, the recent video was about meditation, and my wife and I were talking about our experiences with meditation and how we just find it hard to just sit, and I think I feel that I get what I need from meditation out of experiences like this, where I can just kind of slow down my thinking. Anyway, it works for me. Everybody's different with this stuff. So subjective. But we've got a pretty decent setup here, it looks like, going into this nighttime battle. We're just jumping right through. And let's see if we can pick up some purpley purples. And I don't know. I mean, at some point, we're going to have to take down the Vomit King. But I think that's going to be pretty difficult. We're probably further away from being able to do that overall capability-wise. But see, I like that because I think this game brings a really nice challenge along with it, and it just gives you a reason to keep going back. Hence the 3 hours or so yesterday. Sorry, not sorry? Not sorry. Okay, man. We'll go damage dealt. We'll max that out. Beautiful. I mean, we're melting the Horde when these abilities fire off, that's for sure. Let's be honest, the suction capability is really nice. Let's see if we can get to that chest. It's over there. I think we definitely need a arrow pointing out the chests, as I mentioned earlier. I don't know. Do we go luck? Maybe attack speed. Let's do attack speed. Okay, oh, there we go. Wow. Damage by 45. Beautiful. All right, now we're really just looking for pools of resources to go and grab. We'll get as many as we can here. Katanas are putting in a lot of work. I'm sure that's going to end up being our hero in the after battle report where we see how much DPS everything did. Sith probably not far behind it. I don't know. Late game Bible. I'm gonna go Lucky Charm. The Bible's not gonna be able to do much. I think this character that we're playing as doesn't have as much inherent speed, as we definitely seem slow all of a sudden. Ooh, not good. Maybe if we get some extra dashes in here and there, that'll help. Yeah. Okay, so the dashes seems to have bought us some space here. Oh! No! Okay. So about 2,700 gold. Nice amount of dark gems. 15-minute survival time. I'm happy with these runs that we completed today. Let's take a look here. So no other trees that we can unlock at this point, but these are the passives, the character-driven passives that I was talking about. Vlad has them, Nin has them, and then, you know, the rest are kind of coming soon. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the dev comes up with here. Looking forward to opening this up next. We've also got different traits for the race that you're playing as. And some of these are interesting as well. But I'm going to focus on this talent tree and building that out first and foremost. Trying to decide what I want to put in here. Leaning towards the... Well, probably the move speed. And I don't know. I mean, greed is going to pay dividends, right? Literally. Literally. Luck might as well. But I think before that, I probably want to max out crit chance. Yeah, 15%. That feels right. Okay. Hey, folks. Scarlet Tower is the name of this game. It's in early access right now on Steam. If you liked what you saw, let's go out there and wishlist this game, or let's buy it and support them right now. Even going out and wishlisting the game helps these devs immensely on Steam. It helps curate the game a little bit. It helps instill confidence in them to keep going because they're seeing these numbers. Let's put a little bit of gas in their tank if you liked what you saw. I recommend it. I think it's fun. Anyway, you have a good rest of your day, and we will see you next time out on the Goat Force Gaming channel where we will play a roguelike or a roguelite because that's what we do every time. Every time. See, I was going to curse there, but I decided, let's take the high road today, Goat. We're not going to throw a curse word in there. Okay? Okay? All right. Hey, have a great one. We'll see you again soon.